X to the -7 to the power of -3. Now, we haven't talked about what negative exponents are, and we will talk about it soon. Anybody want to, for a prize, answer this one? What's going to come out of here now? It's going to be...
Can I put my name up
Not this one. It's a keychain of pea pods, but if you squeeze it, they stick out.
My mom has one of those.
It's like a play with it. These are all fidget things. All right, hands up. 1, 2, 3, Charlie. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3.
Bro, I was 3 last night.
This is a horrible life. You okay?
No.
Okay. All right, who's up? Charlie.
So it's 3 negative x.
3 negative x?
I mean x negative 7.
That's what it says right here. Yep, x to the power of -7, and then there's a -3 power on the outside. So what does that equal?
It would equal negative 21.
Not -21.
X.
It's definitely x. X to the, I like the 21. Tell me why I don't like the negative, Charlie.
Because you multiply
Right? And a negative times a negative makes a
positive.
positive. That's why. So this is x to the 21st power here. Okay? Anyone confused? We all good? Very exciting, isn't it? All right. For once, what? Okay.
I said I'm pretty not confused.
Good. All right. Next up, here we go. Last rule we're doing today.
Wait, are we in a notebook?
I'm in my rules now. My 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, my rule packet. And this is A, B inside the parentheses, and then on the outside, I'm going to put a M as a power. All right, now we're going to do an example on the right, some proof to make sure we understand how this works. So I'm going to write down x, y to the 4th power. Now, what this means is that whatever's inside the parenthesis, I do 4 times, right? So I'm going to write down xy times xy times xy times xy. Now, do you guys agree that xy is just x times y? Okay, now can you multiply things in any order? Does it matter the order? Is 2 times 3 the same thing as 3 times 2? Okay. All right, so I'm just going to rearrange them and say this is x times x times x times x times y times y times y times y. You guys all good with that? And that's the same thing as what? X to the 4th times y to the 4th. So do you see how the rule is, it kind of looks like we almost distributed it to both of them? The power kind of went to both. Does this math make sense to you about why this works? Good. All right, so over here, what should I write? Yes?
A times m, b times m?
It's not a times n. A to the power of m times b to the power of m. It's kind of like it goes to both of them. All right, example 5, example 6. Example 5 is going to be parentheses 3 x to the 5th y squared. On the outside of the parentheses, I'm going to have a 5th power like that. All right, I'm doing this one, and this one is a little tricky, and let me explain why. Everybody ready? Yeah. This 3 also has a power. It's 3 to the 1st power. So when I distribute this 5n, I'm actually going to multiply it every time, including that 3. So that is going to be 3 to the 5th power times x to the 25th power times y to the 10th power. Are there any of these that I could put in my calculator and figure out what they are? Can I put x to the 25th in my calculator? No, but I could put what? 3 to the 5th. It's not 15. It's not 3 times 5.
It's 3 times 3 times.
It's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, but I'm not going to write 3 times 3 times 3. I'm going to write 3 to the 5th power, because if you use the caret button right here, by the clear, you can actually do that. That's 243. So I'm going to rewrite this as 243 x to the 25th, y to the 10th, and that's the answer. Last example of the day. How's this lesson been? Not too bad?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last example is -5. A b to the 4th squared. Anybody want to try this one for a prize? Last prize I'm going to get today. Let's go with this one. It's like a puzzle where if you take it apart, it's in a whole bunch of pieces, and then it comes back together in that. All right. 1, 2 in the back, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you raise your hand? No? Six.
Yes. All right. So you gotta do the distributed part where it will end up -5 to the second, a to the second,
All right, I'm going to put -5 in parentheses. -5 squared,
yep,
a squared.
b to the 8th power,
Uh-huh.
and then you can do the -5
Squared.
squared, which is -25.
What's -5 times a -5?
25. And then a squared and then b.
Beautiful. Nice job. Get a prize. All right, this assignment, page 435, numbers 1 through 18. It is going to be due on Tuesday. I will give you a work day on Monday for it. I meant to say 18, not 8. I'm looking for my whiteout, so don't write 8. 1 through 18. You will be given time on Monday and a partner to work with. I think I owe you one more hand trick, right? All right.
Like
We
only evens or something?
Nope, all of them. But these, I mean, look how fast they were. Like, some of them will be like this, Kierden. This, you multiply, you got it. Basically, the problem is 3 times 5, right? All right, what's the last one you want to see before we go?
Garbage can.
How about, actually, how about the point thumb trick? That one's a fun one and it's fast. Ready? All right, that's third hour, did that one too. All right, so here's what I want you to do. On one hand, I want you to stick your thumb straight up like this, okay? I'm just turning it sideways for the camera. And the other one, I want you to point at me. So it should look like this. Got it? So point at me with one finger, keep this thumb down, point, and then thumb up, okay? And then in one move, you're gonna switch them. Don't do it yet. Watch me first. Ready? Like that. Go.
Zing.
You shouldn't have extra thumbs up.
Wait, what?
Shouldn't have extra fingers. Now try and going back. Ready, set, go.
Zing's really good at this. Zing can do
Go.
this like really fast.
I had a student once tell me they could do this no problem. They did this. They went, and I was like, that's not,
Ask,
that is
ask
not.
Zane Nelson to do it.
Okay,
He
well.
can do it like perfectly.
All right, have a good day, guys. Happy weekend.